This year we raised over $110,000 for the actual raffle itself of Roxanne, the beautiful red truck that so many NTI people contributed to, and we contributed additional money to that to bring it up to $200,000 being donated to motor neuron disease research.
We give most of our money to the MND Research Institute of Australia, where this will be going. They have a really good competitive grant process to make sure that the brightest and the best scientists will get this money and hopefully make the biggest difference possible.
The research that we do into motor neuron disease is really focused on trying to understand how the body responds to the disease and what we might be able to do to slow the progression of disease. So today we're taking you through the stem cell lab at the Australian Institute for Bioengineering and Nanotechnology. We have a group of researchers there who spend a lot of time day to day trying to grow up neurons that look like the ones in the brain and spinal cord so that we can do a lot of drug screening. So there's a lot of different types of research that go on. This is, my team works on the lab bench here, so a lot of the work that we do where we're looking at our mouse models or doing a lot of experiments where we're looking at the expression of proteins in the mice or in some of our human blood samples. That can be done out here. Where all the magic happens for the stem cells is actually in this room. Yeah. Okay, so here we've got Tim. He's a senior PhD student in the lab, and at the moment he's growing taking care of his stem cells.
There's actually multiple sites where we conduct research. So about 5 years ago, we started doing research across both this campus here, but also the campus at the hospital. It's a very variable disease. It's very difficult to understand MND because every patient is so different. And so the only way that we can really come to terms with the variability in the disease is to directly work with the people that are affected by the disease.
All the research that we've been doing with patients and here in the lab over the last 5 years have really, I think, come to a bit of a climax because we'll be running a trial next year based on the findings that we've had, that's just come through the lab and through working with people, yeah. I don't think we can really capture in words how much donations like this really mean to the research.
The biggest impact that this particular kind of contribution to research has had is that it's created a lot of hope. So 5-10 years ago when you were diagnosed with MND, it was generally speaking a very, well, it still is a very difficult diagnosis to receive, but now a lot of people when they join research, they actually leave the clinic with hope. So it's had a huge impact on the population that can benefit most from the research, and their families, I should add.